Somebody, somebody you can lean on. Somebody that when your kind heart, my shoulders that is game on. Ooh, yeah. Somebody that when you kick back your feet, I lean in and turn the screen off. UK Saturn, I'm in Venus. We turn it before the people. Ain't got practice on them bleachers. It ain't no better that's coming from running a path with the approach I never beaten. Feeling upset, I'd like to hear it. Now you can hit start and I can steer it. Not one of us perfect and I can hear it. Just live while you can, enhance your spirit. Dang. All I have is all I ever need. We live in a world where turmoil breeds life, but into everything.
Warning, this podcast discusses conspiracy theories and critiques the pharmaceutical industry. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult professionals before making health decisions. We also invest in cryptocurrency, which you have to be an absolute fucking retard to buy in. Make sure you're consulting a financial expert for more information on this.
Welcome to the Higher Value Show with Cashman and Randall Brad. Let's go. Let's smoke some weed.
Fuck a ghost.
Learn some things. Deep Prince and Inlex State are on wing. We're here to open up your mind. The cue, the truth that you will find. So light it up and join the crew. We're here for you. Lil Plain Bill, Lil Peconi, Kathy told you.
Oh, it's all here.
Maybe I'm here finally. Maybe I just haven't been here. All of us. I don't. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Higher Values. I'm Cashman, and of course, today we've got Rando, Brad, and T Prince here with us. And I'm sure we're gonna get into some fuckery, Smurfs, other shit like that. You know, whatever. Oh, Corey coming up right away. Let's go.
Hey,
you might as well.
There you go.
our
Do it.
producer. Hi, Crimson.
Hey, Crimson.
I don't really know nothing about this Smurf shit. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am ecstatic about the new King of the Hill revival coming out. I
Let's
binge
fucking
watch
go.
me some King of the Hill all the time. That was like
Mhm.
that TV show taught me how to be a man in this world. If anything, you know, like I give my fatherhood to Hank Hill. When people ask me who my dad is, I
Propane
can
and propane accessories.
yeah. Hank Hill was my
That was
my
pretty
TV
good.
dad, and he got me through a lot of life. I always just took his advice, and I just thought, you know, if what would Hank do? If he would say, "Dang it, Bobby, you know, we gotta tighten up our ship around here," and I cannot wait for the revival of this. And you know, I see that the Dale, he had the VR headset on. I'm curious, like, how did he go from conspiracy theorists to actually wearing the fucking VR headset? I'm gonna be clued into this. I'm ecstatic. I'm fucking pumped about this shit. What else we got going on around the scene?
I
Oh,
hope
I
all of our mothers out there had a wonderful Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there.
Yeah, I hope y'all had a great day.
And if you a deadbeat, fuck you.
Amen.
Because them exist. Them do
Oh, yeah.
exist. Oh man.
So I have to tell you, I had to go to Tractor Supply the other day. I think I should just never ever go there again. I had to get some horse stall pellets and some wood chips, and I could hear this chick in the Tractor Supply screaming from the parking lot.
It's a
Like
Frenchie.
the poor little thing, just rap, rap, rap. And so I get in there, and they have this one lone chick in this tub all by itself. They sold all of them but one, and this poor baby's just screaming. And I'm like, I need that baby. And then I was like, well, I can't take that one home and by itself. I don't have any that age. So then I had to get 3 more brothers and sisters to go home with them. You know,
course.
it only makes sense. Chicken math. I went for wood chips and I came home with 4 more chicks.
And that's why you don't go to Tractor Supply.
That's why I have to stay out of there. Yes, I
So,
should be
what did your
banned.
husband have to say about that?
He doesn't even say anything. Like, he came home. I went to get some chicks
He
one
knows
day.
better. He knows the rules.
I went to get chicks one day, and I came home with geese and ducks and so he looks in the nursery box, and he was like, "Oh, you got the chicks." And he goes into the guest bathroom, and he comes out, and he's like, "Did you know that there were geese in the guest bathroom?" I was like, "Really? What?
What?
Where did they come from?"
Crazy.
No way.
And then he's like, "What's in that tote over there?" And I was like, "Oh, that's the ducks."
That's the ducks. The geese, I don't know, but those are the ducks. The geese must have come from the goose factory.
And
The stork brought them.
Still.
I don't know what would throw me like over the top with my wife. I don't know if like I'm that whipped of a human here, and maybe this is a sign for myself. But there could be like Vietnamese kids in my basement, literally fucking making shoes or iPhones, whatever. And like I'm just gonna be like, well, I guess if this makes you happy and hopefully money, like damn, this is a risk.
Damn, this is a risk.
There could be like alligators, and like I'd be like, well, this is Wisconsin. Do we have a plan? I'd help. Like how do we fucking make sure these
Well,
alligators
you've got
fucking don't get
wolves,
cold?
so you might as well have alligators to go with them.
Right. You can
I
have
think we
tigers
can
here.
probably have an alligator.
I don't see why not. We can have lemurs, we can have kangaroos, we can have tigers.
Hmm.
I'd be shocked if we can't have an elephant.
Brad, you need to get a kangaroo so we can box it on live.
We had one running up the interstate in Alabama the other day, so I mean, it's possible. If you'd have been around, you could have snatched him up, and you could like be doing kangaroo boxing right now.
I've definitively decided when I saw that kangaroo hopping around on the TV. There's been many instances where zoo animals escape. We've seen tigers on the fucking highway on TV. There's monkeys and shit like that. If I ever see a zoo animal or anything crazy like that, I am legitimately going into a brief 2-minute moment of insanity, right? I'm going to be allowed that lapse legally. Check this out. Anything, something totally dramatic, like if you come home and like somebody's banging your wife, just claim insanity when you shoot the person. You'll be fine, guaranteed. These are lessons we learn later on in life. Same thing here.
Maybe we should get the Pot Brothers in
So
here.
if I rob somebody, start shooting some people, I'm gonna be like, look, it was fucking Jumanji, bro. I saw goddamn, chimpanzees running.
Jumanji.
I didn't know it was every man for himself. I didn't know who was rolling the dice. And that's my claim.
And you're covered.
Covered. Totally scot-free.
Totally covered.
Yep. You'll just walk right out of there.
I'm sure that'll go over real well.
Yeah, you probably have to go to an institution for a couple of weeks, but those are good programs.
That's like a vacation for me, though. They give you the good drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You get to sleep all day. Like hell, I'd be like, sign me up.
After like 3 days,
Promise
you get the
that
guards
it's
to
really
bring you in
not-
smokes.
It's really not as cracked up as you might think it would be.
Wait,
Not
did you
speaking
go?
from experience or anything.
Did you usually go to the? Well, I don't know if it's the same in every institution. Did you go to like left side, right side? Because like we had like an east wing and a west wing, and then we had like
The super
a retard
crazies.
wing.
The super
like-
crazies.
Yeah,
Dog. Like I went in where they're like, you can't have no strings, no nothing.
I still got a couple hoodies like that ain't got no
No
strings in it.
shoelaces.
Yeah, dog.
You pull the hoodies out,
The
strings
no
out.
strings.
Hey, I had to take a vacation, man. Fuck y'all.
It'd be like
I wear that shit proud. People be like, "Why you got no strings?" Man, it was different times back then. You wouldn't even understand. I was about to start smoking black and milds and everything because I done gave up on the world. And
Shit, I was already smoking black and mild by that time.
So I have the trailer for the Smurfs pulled up. Do you guys want to see it?
I'm curious.
Yeah,
I guess people are upset.
I
I never
mean,
really watched it as a kid, but
No, my mom used to say I hate those damn Smurfs. We didn't watch it either. She hated them. So
Well, it was the God concept. I understand, like only God can create humans or life, but here this scientist was creating these Smurfs, and it was just a weird concept for people.
Mm.
here we go.
Why does it look so weird?
Yeah. No.
Like,
Yeah, that looks pretty bad.
I mean, I just can't even. Like, it's like a Rihanna video with Smurfs. It's like if somebody wanted to spoof the Smurfs with Rihanna, this is what they would come up with.
I bet the
What
whole
kind of
movie's like that.
subliminal? What kind of subliminal messaging are they pushing in that motherfucker?
And yeah, I mean, Smurfs are for little kids. What do you got Rihanna shaking her hips for as a Smurf?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not
What's
even
up,
for
Smurf? You could shake them
for
hips.
tweeners. Smurfs are little kids.
Yeah. Well, Disney.
Oh, Frenchie. Frenchie's my favorite fan,
Is
I
it?
think. I love him.
I think
Is
so.
Smurfs actually Disney? I don't know.
Uh, let's see.
I don't think it is Disney. Shit. Over
That
here
looks more
spewing.
Pixar.
Yeah, I'm spewing misinformation over here.
Either way,
Let's
fuck 'em.
see.
Where's that bitch Brenda been?
Sony. It's Sony Pictures, Brad.
Sony Pictures.
Oh.
Who the fuck is Sony Pictures?
They've been around.
Yeah.
Sony-
Sony Pictures is not new.
I didn't say they were new, but it sounds like Miramax. Sounds like some bullshit. If I see Miramax and it doesn't have Ben Affleck or Matt Damon in it, I'm not watching it. Like, Miramax movies are shit. And,
I watched The Accountant the other day.
I think I've seen that.
Oh, it's a good one. Ben Affleck. All right, Karate Kid, Legends. I Know What You Did Last Summer. 28 years later.
mm,
I don't know most of these. Venom, The Last Dance.
these are all the Sony picture productions here?
Yeah.
See, exactly. My point.
Bad Boy, Ride or Die, the Garfield movie, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. I don't know what Frozen Empire is.
Shout out my homie
Insidious, The
Garfield.
Red Door.
Why he always ate
Bullet
Mondays?
Train. Sony Pictures
Yeah.
did Bullet Train.
Oh,
That's a
Sony
good
did
one.
Bullet Train. That's a good one. So maybe they
Yeah.
do make some good movies.
Spider-Man, No
Yeah.
Way Home, Resident Evil.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so they make mid-tier movies. Got it.
The Grudge. The Grudge. Jumanji, The Next Level. Like,
The
literally
Next
just
Level.
talking about it.
That was a sequel, though. Nobody cares.
Looks like all the spider. Equalizer. Blade Runner 2049. Flatliners.
Yeah.
Flatliners. That's a good movie.
Flatliners was good.
Yeah, it was a good one. I like that one.
Ghostbusters. Looks like the Ghostbusters. RoboCop. You can't fuss about RoboCop. That's classic.
I tried to rewatch that.
Red Dawn.
Don't.
Good one.
I don't advise rewatching
Don't
RoboCop.
rewatch it.
Total
mean,
Recall.
There's only a handful of the old ones that you can rewatch, and they're gonna.
Yeah,
be-
Ghost
RoboCop
Rider.
did not hold up.
I think I have
No.
RoboCop on VHS, honestly.
Back to the
Nice.
Future. Back to the Future holds up. That's a
That
weird
one.
movie plot.
Never gets old.
That's a
I've
good
never
one.
been able to shake after rewatching that like his mom probably knows that like the whole thing, I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe. Fifth Element. That's one you can rewatch. I think.
I don't mind that one. That's a good flick.
Hi, Aura. How are you?
Man, I hope I didn't get Aura in trouble with anybody out there when she came on. Boy, we was out here talking shit that day.
Red Dawn is awesome.
Red Dawn's a good one.
Us talking shit?
I
We would
know.
never.
It
Come
was
on.
bad.
No, Aura, we didn't get you in trouble, did we? She did a kind of a escape clause on What the Cluck.
Sorry.
You know, the opinions of my host was not necessarily the opinion of
Wait a
well, you broke up,
What,
Brad.
you mean when we were like, fuck them? That wasn't Aura's opinion? Oh,
No.
damn.
No, that was not Aura's opinion.
I meant that with love, like everybody, I just want to fuck everybody.
Outed everyone.
Green Man.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
you
was
did.
Good for him.
Nice. I mean, everybody, I don't know. I wasn't trying to be too rude or over the top. I just thought everybody was being a little bit too pretentious, a little too full of themselves. I feel bad everybody got hit with the spam and the demonetized. Maybe Elon was being a little bit of a dick too, or whoever's fucking running X. I don't know.
It ain't
I think-
Elon.
That ain't Elon.
I think somebody just like set a setting like too high, and now they have to wade through
Yeah.
all of them to fix it. And unless you're somebody that knows somebody or is blowing somebody, you're gonna have to wait in line.
Pretty much.
And that's why Cashman still hasn't got his subscriptions yet.
Oh Lord, I hope not, Aura. If Biden's
salty
in charge, you
subject.
may never get your account back. He'll
I ain't
forget.
never getting them, dog.
He'll
I ain't never
forget.
getting them
He's
subscriptions.
asleep.
He's in his diaper in his basement. He forgot he was supposed to be reinstating accounts.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, can we talk about the Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, pull up those
Yeah,
goddamn
yeah.
community notes here.
Yeah,
I'm mildly curious on this shit. She's fucking hilarious. I want to take a quick tidbit to any of the potential viewers who may be watching in about 20 years. If some bitch named Chelsea Clinton decides to run for president,
Say no.
you get up, you slap her so hard across the fucking nepotism face, and you say, "Get out of here!" No, you go on, get, and that just no,
Fix it.
we're not
Just
doing it.
fix it.
It's not because she's a woman; it's because she's a Clinton. Let's establish that.
Her post says, "No one gives someone a $400 million jet for free without expecting anything in return. Be serious." And of course, you see here she's got her comments turned off. You can't comment because I would
Per
be like,
usual.
my comment would be, "Well, you should know."
Only evil motherfuckers turn off their comments.
So then we go into community notes, and this person
Oh
here,
my God.
hypocrisy alert, hacked emails appear to show Qatar pledging to donate $1 million to the Clinton Foundation, and then he brings all the sauce.
Ooh, about that smoke.
This one says, note not needed. An opinion is expressed. Arguments and commentary belong in the replies. Well, then you go to this one up here that replies and said, note absolutely needed. Hillary doesn't allow comments, so context can't be taken to the comment section. She disables comments so she doesn't get bombarded with everyone calling out her blatant lies and corruption.
That's fair.
And then, note not needed. A $1 million gift to a foundation of a former president is not equivalent to a $400 million gift to a sitting president. And then someone put, where is it? There was one that said the Clinton Foundation. Oh, the Washington Post reports that the Clintons have raised over $3 billion in donations during their careers, including over $1 billion for both of their political campaigns. And they brought the sauce with the Washington Post. So I think this is community notes for the win.
Gotta hand it to it.
I think
I love that there's
loosely,
just a million of them.
yeah.
Mm,
I love how they got fucking flooded with it.
yes.
I really wonder when, as a society, in a nutshell, we're all just going to be about fucking tired of the way that the system's been running. I know that we're all a little slow out there. We're all just kind of angry and shit sometimes, or I don't know. We're all busy smoking weed or jerking off. These I don't know what you're doing, but
Speak for yourself, Brad.
in in the 70s, T Prince,
Speaking
she's
for
had
me.
some articles on it. The government basically, they started fucking us pretty hard mentally and changing the whole landscape of the society as we know it. The economy was very robust in the 60s and 70s. The wage disparity was, I don't want to say it was at the lowest of all. I don't fucking know that for fact, but at the 70s, like the elites, the richest of the rich were getting taxed like fucking crazy. Like, I don't want to say they should be, but maybe they should pay a little bit more than what they do now. And slowly over time, it's just been separated. And COVID, I hope it was like the final straw for a lot of people to wake up that these mass corporations just lobby the government and they work hand in hand to just keep us poor, keep them fucking rich, keep us divided, keep us separated. And again, in 20 years, if some bitch named Chelsea Clinton's running for president, somebody needs to fucking slap that bitch. Like, it's all related.
I think I even wrote an article about lobbying. How they should have. I think my image. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, look, Aura, I got to show you. So I canceled my Premium Plus because $50 a month is
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Stupid.
And after I canceled it, I got the $8 subscription, just premium, and I went to my articles tab. My articles were there. I was like, yay, I didn't lose them. And then the next day, I went to my articles and they are gone. So I'm
Really?
going to show you in real time. If I go to my articles tab on desktop, I get this: upgrade to Premium Plus. My articles are
Very
not
good.
there.
That's
But
lame.
but Aura can see them if I log in via my phone. They're there, which is weird because my subscription was on my phone, but I canceled it because you pay a whole bunch more via iPhone than you would via desktop. And
Sure.
then I resubscribed on desktop, but now the articles aren't available on desktop. I can only see them on my iPhone. So how much sense does that make?
Not much. Though it makes me think because I wonder if I can find it.
I mean, see if you guys can go to my articles page and see them.
I'm looking at my Grok history right now. So I let mine expire. I don't have my blue check anymore. I just let it go. But what I did find is once
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
looking at
that,
all your articles.
you can
You
see
can
them.
see them?
Yeah, well, they're still there.
Biden would think it
Probably
makes
would.
sense. Oh, good.
At least
Well,
they're
at
there.
least everyone else can read them.
Just
But
not
so
you.
on my laptop, I can't even access Grok. Just tells me something's wrong. If I try and talk to Grok on my laptop, if I
Because
try
you
and go to
don't have a blue check.
because I don't have a blue check on my phone,
Mm.
I can still talk to Grok and have him reply, but he'll only make one message or one image for me per day. So it
Oh,
works
See-
on my phone on Android, but it doesn't work on my laptop.
This
So I
this
think,
is
and I
my
asked Grok about that, and I think he said it's just a glitch in the system.
this is my concern with the Neuralink and the fucking the chips and shit. Like, they're gonna come out and they're gonna be like, "Oh, everybody try this great, amazing, Neuralink thing. It's gonna give you access to all this information, blah blah blah." And then after a year, they're gonna be like, "It's only $499 a day, and if you can't afford it, you only get to use it one time per day." And like, we're all gonna be so functioned, dependent on this thing. Like, we're gonna be like, "Engage my sleep setting," and it's no, you have to pay an extra 400, and like.
Hey, Neuralink, I can't use my right arm.
Right. and then they're gonna fucking bump that shit up.
You Black
I
Mirror.
have
I haven't
not
seen
watched
that.
No.
Black Mirror yet. No.
I need to start watching that.
Apparently, it's good. Maybe I need to add that to my watch list. Where is that on Netflix or
I
where's
think
Black
so.
Mirror? Or is it
My
Amazon?
my wife watches a lot of that. I've been watching a lot of the Righteous Gemstones that
Oh
just
gosh, that's
wrapped up.
hilarious.
Um, I need to file a formal complaint
Netflix.
to that series, because they need to do a spinoff. They opened this last season, which is the last season of that show. Very, very unfortunate. They opened it with a historical perspective of how the family got started, with Bradley Cooper as like the great grandpa of the family. I need that spin-off series. That whole fucking spin-off series of them in the 1800s, in the fucking Civil War, how he became a priest when he was a piece of shit. I need this whole backstory. Um, but what's the word saying? They did a whole specific
Um,
episode where they hook a woman up to a brain thing. Oh
li-
no shit.
living in the deep South, I live in the belt buckle of the Bible Belt. The Walmart is literally like 2.5 miles from my house. There is 12 churches between my house and the
Wow.
Walmart. 12. I'm
It's a
not
little
even
excessive.
exaggerating.
That's too fucking much.
Oh gosh, yeah. And from
Praise
here to my
praise
parents'
be to he.
house, which is, let's see, how far are my parents from me? Let me give you the exact mileage.
Praise be to he who getting that money.
Seymour. Okay.
Can I start a
4.2
weed
miles to my
church?
parents' house, and I promise you there's 20, at least 20 churches.
Okay.
So
The only thing we have more of than churches is used car dealerships, I think.
What about liquor stores?
There's one on every corner.
it's not bad.
But see, down here you can buy alcohol at the gas stations. I know, like in Pennsylvania, you can't. You have to go to the beer distributor. I don't know what it's like in Ohio, but
Shit, in Ohio, man, you go right on to the gas station. You get you some
Yep.
single beers for the trip on home. Get you a DUI on the way home.
yeah,
Put
we
your
get
six
all
Buy a
pack
six
that.
in the
pack, get the
car.
single beer, get shots. They got bottles. They got everything in Wisconsin.
Say you can get a fucking fifth at a fucking gas station here. It's
Yeah, you can buy the diluted ass fucking liquor at the fucking gas station
But hey,
here. I
how many?
mean,
What's the population, Brad?
it for this town.
Yeah,
Just over
47.
2,000.
a couple thousand.
47.
Just
No,
over 2,000.
that's the town I'm in, or I volunteer at, is 130. But so I'm counting
14,000 here.
13 churches in that town, Brad.
Let's see what my population is.
In my town, we have 13 churches. Now, don't ask us what business is we have to create anything for the economy, but we definitely have these churches on every street corner with their hand out asking for money, which is weird. It works out for somebody, not for anybody who wants to do anything in this town. But the banks are making a lot of money on real estate when a business opens and then they close 6 months later and foreclose on it, and the banks just eat that whole poor
And there's
business loan.
that demolished abandoned factory that they're talking about turning into a parking lot. That's for all
curious.
You
business.
want to know how many are in my town?
How big is your town?
14,000.
412,124.
See,
There's 20.
20 churches and 14,000 people.
20.
Wild.
that sounds about right. Like, that's about how many churches there should be.
That seems
And-
normal.
Sounds about like 18 too many.
Let me do a just go to maps and do church and put search nearby and
There
see
you go.
what it tells me.
That's what I did.
I mean, I don't want to say I have anything. I don't have anything bad against churches. Some of them do good things for the communities that they're in.
Absolutely.
I want to know how many are down there in
Some of them suck.
Alabama.
Wait, can you guys see that?
No.
There. All of those dots that don't have the black dot say 2 or 3 or 4.
All right.
So
How many churches do you have compared to the amount of Dollar Generals in the vicinity?
You want to
gives us
play
a good
Dollar
idea.
Dollar
I can
General?
walk to a
Shit,
Dollar
hold on.
General. I can walk to a Dollar General. There's one like literally. I'll tell you how far it is. It's probably not even a half a mile.
We have one.
Yeah, we got one like every 30
0.3
miles.
miles to the Dollar General. There's
Nice.
another one 2.8 miles, another one 3.2, another one 3.7, 4.2, oh, two at 4.2, 4.3, 4.5,
Now,
4.6,
how many of
5.
those are Dollar General / Family Tree combo stores?
We
None.
don't
Dollar
have that
Trees.
here.
None are. I mean, we have Dollar Tree and Dollar General in the same town,
Those are
but we have
Across the
3
street from each
Dollar
other.
Generals in this town alone. But in the county, bro, there's probably 15.
They're doing good.
Bro, we got
Nice.
Dollar Generals
There are
everywhere in Ohio.
25 Dollar Generals within 10 miles of my house.
Jesus Christ. See, that makes sense to me with the church number and the Dollar General number. Like this makes sense. That tells me that there's people, there's commerce, there's money.
Correlation there.
We have the $1 General and like what was it? What'd you say? 12 churches? Like I
12
don't
churches.
understand how this fucking town survives with $1 General and 12 fucking churches. Like
There's
Good,
8
man.
within
There
10
are
miles of my
20
house.
26 churches, 26 churches, all within 8.2 miles of my house.
I
26.
can literally get to 8 different Dollar Generals in 10 miles, bro.
that's insane.
My house.
All these
25.
Dollar
There's
Generals-
25 within 10 miles of my
And
house.
that's just
Not even
literally
kidding.
10-mile radius, and that's
all
not the
these
whole
Dollar
county.
Generals.
No.
Walmart.
Oh my gosh. If I went out 20 miles, there'd probably be 100.
Nice.
Fucking ridiculous.
You know, if there's an empty lot, it's going to be
Dollar
a Dollar General. And it's going to be a Dollar General within 6 months. Like,
And did you
happens
all
fast.
hear that Walmart is shutting down like 300 locations nationwide?
No, but I heard that if you
That's
don't sign up
unfortunate.
for the whatever the Walmart Plus or whatever the membership thing is, that you're not going to be allowed to use self checkout. You're going to have to wait in that one lane for the one cashier. And I'm like, how are they going to do that? They're going to have like red ropes, and they're going to have like a bouncer wearing big dude wearing shades and a suit saying, "Let me see your card."
They're gonna have that same 85-year-old fucking crippled person with one arm who was in Vietnam. Sir, I need to check your receipt. And like
They're
you're
gonna be
already
rolling-
halfway out the door by the
When they
time he's
do
fucking
that
got to
shit,
you.
I just hold it up, and I'm like, you see it? And I keep walking.
Yeah.
They don't like that very well, but
They don't like it.
You can get the fuck over it.
You know what they like even less is when you tell them that you don't have to actually prove to them via a receipt. They can
That's
look
true.
at the cameras.
Well, you
It's
need
their
to be
responsibility.
careful. There was actually a lady in Mobile that that got in a bunch of trouble. They had her arrested. Like they like raided her house and stuff because they said that they had her on camera stealing at the self checkout. Like it was on the it made
But
news.
was she really
She
stealing?
went
What's she
through-
stealing though?
She was eventually found innocent, that it wasn't what they thought. But man, I've been saving my Walmart receipts ever since then. So if they ever come to me, I'm like, bitches, I got the paper right here. Which
Look,
one? It's all in the shoebox. Which day
there-
was it?
There's no such thing as stealing at the self checkout. I don't want to hear this.
That's the
I will
discount lane.
like
Listen,
look,
if I
if
have
you
to ring
don't-
up my own fucking shit there, I'm getting
how do you know it
You're
wasn't a
gonna
mistake?
make mistakes, aren't you, Cash?
I'm not a paid
I'm
fucking
not a
employee.
cashier.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
make
don't know how to
mistakes.
operate that stuff correctly.
I didn't have any training on this. You didn't supervise me at all. That fucking help button was going off for 30 minutes and it took them 20. You know what I mean? Like, no. If
Okay,
I'm scanning
but-
shit, like I get, some sodas and shit. There'll be like 4 of them in there, right? I'll get like one of them scanned. And I'll be like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to do? I thought that they fucking scanned them all. I don't fucking know.
So, but
I'm high. I can't do
how many
this.
of your dollar stores have closed down their self checkout lane?
Every single one of
Self
them.
checkout is never open at my store.
Ours
And
is no longer open.
Because-
Everybody was
And I
stealing.
asked the manager at this dollar store, and she said it's because too many people were getting away with stealing, and they
Yeah.
couldn't prosecute them.
And if you go in there on Saturday,
Train employee.
they have the same little piece of paper that's just like ratty beat up that
Yeah.
had half-dead marker that says no cash. You can't get cash
Oh
from
yeah,
cash
Oh,
back.
no cash back. Yeah.
They
that's
tape
smart.
it.
God love Dollar General.
They just keep using the same little sign over and over.
I mean, I get it. Like at my gas station, we just extended our hours to 9 p.m. And instead of printing a new piece of paper that said the new hours, the guy
Scratched it out.
just
and wrote.
in permanent marker turned the 8 into a 9 and the 3 into a 0. Fine. Totally professional.
Yeah.
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 It's the
If
first
you're
thing you want to see when you walk in a business is
half-assed, half-assedness.
While we're on stealing, my older brother, this guy, fucking grade A genius. He finally got caught when he was like 16. He would go into Myers, and people up north, they're familiar with Myers. It's a Walmart equivalent, but it's fancy. It's way fancier than Walmart.
It's the Gucci Walmart.
It is. It really is.
Mhm.
And he would go into their shoe department, and every 3 months, this boy would fucking swap out his shoes, and he'd pop that tag, and he'd put his old shoes in the box, same shoes, you know what I mean, but just new, and he'd just walk right out the fucking door. And they got him, and they said, "We have you on here for years of doing this on camera."
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's ballsy. It's
Yeah.
sort of clever,
Yeah,
but
that
it's not like
takes
they
some
don't.
cojones.
Yeah.
I could never do anything
The
like
last
that.
time
I
I went to
mean-
Michigan to see him, I was at Meyer. I was with him, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to go inside?" And he's like, "Bro, I'm still not allowed in that store." And I'm,
So
you
I'm
ain't
not
even gonna
gonna
risk it
lie,
after 20 years.
Oh
I
man.
may or may not have bought like the same pool for like last few years now. And after I buy this motherfucker, I take the old one and shove it in the box. And I take that receipt and shit back. I've been having the same pool, a brand new one, for 4 fucking years, dog.
Keep replacing it.
Yep.
You're cooked.
Oh, it's still not the same one I wanted. I don't know why I keep buying this
Hey.
motherfucker.
Look, there was a brief time right after I got out of the army. I was poor. I was really trying to, get my life together. I was waiting for the GI Bill to kick in when I was going to school. I could have got a job and been reasonable, but I was waiting for my unemployment from the army. Like, fuck you. Fuck you mean I'm getting a job? I'm collecting my unemployment. So it took a while for all that to get rolling. And I was selling plasma, doing all the fucking bullshit, man. But you got to do what you got to do out there. But, when you go into the store and on the back of them things, it says like for any comments, questions, concerns, or if you have any issues with it, please contact us for a free refund. I would use like half my fucking shampoo. I would literally do, and I'd call them and be like, you know what? Honestly, this is a horrible experience leaving my scalp very itchy. And they would just send you fucking more and more shit. Like, oh, how about you try this new one with, this? Great, I'll try it out. You're eating food and stuff, and just there's clearly 3 hairs in here, and like obviously, you're fucking pulling them. I've done that. I was down and out. I ain't saying I recommend this. I'm just saying, if you're poor, you have choices. You have choices.
I know this dude that used to fucking walk into random restaurants and see if they had DoorDash orders. And then he'd walk up and be like, I got a DoorDash. And if it was like only one sitting up there, they would just fucking give it to him or whatever. And yeah, he'd walk out and he'd have fucking dinner for the night. Oh my god, damn, you can't do shit like that.
Clever.
I would say the easiest one. I still do this to this day. I'll go into Walmart. I'll go right to the deli before I even fucking start shopping or anything. I'll grab me a little popcorn chicken. Man, I'll be walking around that store, and I didn't steal it. Hell no. And I'll be like 3 fucking aisles in after shopping all my popcorn. I'll throw that shit right away. And what are they gonna do? Sometimes I'll go in there and I'll get me a walk-in soda. You know what I'm saying? I need me a soda while I'm walking, while I'm shopping. And
A walking soda.
yeah, I'm gonna be in here for like an hour and a half. What you mean?
Our Winn-Dixie, our grocery store, actually has a drink holder on the shopping carts.
Right.
Mhm.
And they got them right there at the checkout, like right as you're walking in, and they're like, here, have a fucking walking soda.
So is this a family affair? Like y'all just all grab a fucking walking soda when you
Hey,
come
let's
in?
go to lunch. Where are we going? Walmart.
Okay,
We-
so
y'all
nah.
pitch it together and everything.
So my daughter has definitely seen me, and an investigator. He can vouch. Like I go to Menards, and like I swear to God, if they make me load anything, he knows exact. I will take extra. I don't fucking care. If I'm getting 6 bags of rocks, I'm getting 10 bags of rocks. Fuck you. Um, my daughter's been here on many occasions with this. So a couple weeks ago, we're out in a little family day. We go into a candy store, checking out all these fucking candies. And like 15 minutes later, my wife, she looks over at my daughter and she goes, "Where'd you get that gum from?" And it took about 30 minutes for her to crack, but that little fucking
No. No
she
shit.
snitched on you. No, it was my daughter. She's in the candy shop. She's swiping little fucking candies out that bitch. And I'm just like, yo, like,
Oh no.
you can't be doing that. Like, I was actually gonna go back to that candy store and like because they had them.
Can't do that now.
They had them, big juicy chocolates and all that stuff. And I'm like, let me go eat real quick first before I, just order all these chocolates. But I'll come back and get a couple of them. But knowing that my daughter had fucking 6 gumballs, a couple of root beer float fucking candies, and some smart, I'm like, oh, bro, what are you doing? Well, it's just candy, No.
You're stocking up.
So, that's
So, my son decided that he was going to steal my credit card
Oh no.
when he was little. He wasn't very big, and he blew my money. Well, I had a customer at my work that was the warden at one of the big prisons and just across state line in Mississippi, and he offered to give him his own personal tour of the prison. So he's mad at me, like he was furious, and he gets up that day, being a big tough guy, he's like this tall, and he puts on this hot pink T-shirt that says "I make pink look good," and I'm like, you're going to a very hardcore prison. Are you sure that's what you want to wear? I'll wear what I want. So they can see him coming from a mile away. We get there, and they tell me I have to go out and sign some paperwork, and this female guard tells me, this is going to be hard on you. It's going to be hard on him. It's going to be harder on you. He's never going to be in any danger, but I need you to just stay here and let everything happen. Oh my gosh. When I went back in that room, they had him in leg irons and a waist chain, and they had,
No.
oh God, yeah. And they pranced him right out in the yard where it was up. He came down this hill, and they could see him coming from a mile away with that hot pink shirt on, and they started screaming and catcalling, and they
Man.
grounded him, and they're like, "Bro, what'd you do?" And he was like, I stole my mom's credit card." And they're like, "You never steal from your mom's. Like, that's
Come
the
on, bro.
one thing you never do." Like, they had him surrounded, and they put him in solitary confinement. And the guy across from him was telling him, "Bro, don't end up like me." He was yelling at him. Oh, the tears were flowing. He
Yeah.
was just bawling.
I think I saw him on an episode of Scared Straight one time.
Oh yeah,
man.
hot pink. He wore hot pink to a prison.
Man,
Not a wise choice.
they should bring that show back. Man.
That was a good show.
Same with
That
trading spouses. Trading spouses was probably like,
Wife swap.
yeah, and those were like one of my
Yuck.
favorite shows.
Yuck.
I was always fascinated with the dynamics, um, especially when like they had like the people from like real uppity fucking neighborhoods and shit, but they never really fully experimented with the full class system of America, in my opinion. And
Like send the uppities to a trailer park.
right, and that's what I think that they were missing out on. Like we got to have like senators and shit in this. Maybe not like direct, like government officials, but like my brother's a senator. My brother's a fucking head lawyer at Morgan and Morgan. Like
Huh?
elite people, and they got to go in the trailer parks or in the ghetto.
I
And
like that.
I
like
think it would
that.
be hilarious. Honestly, like. And now that we're in 2025, like I want to see full incorporation, full inclusivity. I want gay couples to be swapping with straight couples. I want straight couples to be swapping with trans couples, right? I want interracial. I want inter fucking mingling. I want to see somebody go over and fucking realize somebody's a furry. Like, how do you react? How do you fucking, how do you evolve? Like these are the dynamics that I want to witness because I
Oh
think that
shit!
this would actually allow us to slowly come together as humans, as just people watching. We'll be able to
I mean,
break down the curtain, see, we're all kind of unique and different, weird, fucking crazy,
I like it.
but we need to have this
But
shit more. I would like to have it.
you have to be able to see how that could go terribly wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
It'd be good entertainment.
Great entertainment. Oh man. Like,
Okay, we need a producer.
and I know it's gonna be tough.
Corey?
But I want some
Mhm.
Amish in here, and like I don't want to hear it because like look, I
Oh,
know
I
some of
would
these
love to
Amish.
go live with the Amish.
I'll
I
live
know
right
they
down
I
the
would.
speak
road
in
from
their
I
you,
cell
ain't
sign
it?
me
phones.
up. I'll do it.
I think this would be a
Yeah,
lot of
Amish for a
fun.
day.
No, the whole week, man. You got to commit to the fucking show.
I'll
What you
I
talking
actually
would
about?
do
be
it. I'd go stay for a month.
I'll
That'd
go
be
right
so
down to the
awesome.
sawmill this year and get me some wood. Lumber's a lot fucking cheaper, dude. You can buy 16-foot boards. I can
Mhm.
cut them in 8-foot fucking lengths and pay the same fucking price that I'd pay for a fucking 8-foot 2x4 at fucking Lowe's.
Yeah,
True that.
Get fucking 2 boards out of that shit.
those dudes, those Amish, man, they know how to do that shit.
And it's
That,
fucking straight.
I don't
That's what
ever
we need
pay
to
for the
start doing,
pallets,
Brad.
but man,
Bro,
I
I'm
We need
know.
to start
telling you, if you need wood and lumber and shit, you definitely should fucking start buying it from your local Amish because shit's so much cheaper and it's straight. It ain't that fucked up ass lumber like fucking get from Lowe's and Home Depot
Can
and
I
shit.
be 100% honest? I'm a little bit scared of these Amish women.
And them bitches can cook
I kind of think they're
Right?
witches.
and bake.
Like I literally think they're witches.
I
Witches.
mean, cast a spell on me at this point. Fuck it. What do I got to lose?
I mean, like I've been in Walmart, and here we have so many Amish. Like they frequent Walmart. I don't know. It's
Those are
weird,
probably German Baptists.
man. No, like we have straight up fucking. We have a horse and buggies that will fucking park out there, and like they go in there and they just get what they basically need. It's fucking weird, but like
That's real weird.
the
And they
looks
pay
that
with
these
credit
people
cards.
give you,
Yeah, they won't go to the store here.
bro.
Nothing.
They look at the fucking the normies like me, like we're fucking. Like Harry Potter, like the witches and the wizards, how they look at fucking muggles and shit, dude. They look at me like, what are you and your fucking cell phone device carrying? And I swear to God, they're witches, bro. Like I can't handle this shit. Like the men, I think they're a little bit more laid
Ah.
back. I think they're cool, but I think that's because a lot of them watch porn and they've given into our society. That's my personal belief system. I don't know if this is true or
At
not.
least until it gets banned nationwide.
Right.
They're
And then
they're real traditional where I'm at. It's like, I mean, the only ones you see, like that look Amish, they're German Baptists, but they do drive in the car and go to the store and shit like that. But they still wear the whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. But they look Amish as
Their
fuck.
regular attire.
Yeah,
we got some of them
That's
people
the-
around here too.
There's two different class of Amish that I see at the gas station that come in. There's the ones that wear colors and pay with debit cards. And then there's the ones that come in and speak Pennsylvania Dutch while they're shopping around the store and pay with check or cash only. You never see them with a cell phone. They don't drive. They get driven
And those
around.
are the witches.
hey, and Those motherfuckers, they can build you anything though, and they can do it fucking quick.
And
As
that
far
bread,
as-
that
If
bread
we ever get the
fire.
fucking, we get the right crypto jump, we get the right pump, they would be the ones that I would have build a cabin out here.
I was trying to figure out how you were going to tie cryptocurrency into the Amish.
Bingo.
Where's this going in the same sentence now?
The Amish make you famous.
Oh man.
And does Amish coin exist?
I don't know, but it might.
Oh, it should.
It's fucking
It
should.
should.
If
If it doesn't
might
exist,
soon.
we're putting that on pump phone right now.
I swear to God, I got a fucking $2 to make it.
Brad's like, I got a couple bucks to gamble.
Take some of that. I'll take some of that air share and put it in the fucking Amish coin right away.
Pump that hoe.
Get Amish coin.
Brad's fucking cooked.
I love it. Yeah,
He's snorting.
he's
Dude,
probably
I'm
got a
so
little
tired.
bit of. We fucking worked our asses off in the garden today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got that hummingbird garden coming in.
That's awesome. I love hummingbirds.
Yeah, they're
Bro,
one of the
So
best
get this.
pollinators, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Get this. I was just gonna tell you, Brad, but since we're here, I came into the fucking camper afterwards, and sitting on my blanket in the motorhome, I had the door open. Sitting on the blanket on my chair, this fucking very blanket right here was a hummingbird. Little green with pink and fucking orange plumage, just
pretty dope.
seemingly asleep. Well, dope, but also not. Like, I need to make sure I keep that fucking door closed. Because
Hummingbird in the house.
the hummingbird came in the house, must have flown around trying to get out and exhausted itself, and wouldn't fucking move. He wouldn't move, trying to flap his wings, didn't have the energy. So I had to take it outside, hold it in my hands. I Googled this shit, right? If you ever find a hummingbird that's in your house and exhausted, you hold it in your hands for about 10 minutes until it really warms up. And then you give it sugar water. Pure, plain, white sugar, not processed, fucking, no brown sugar, no honey, just plain white sugar. And you put it in a little cap, and you fucking mix it 4-to-1, 4 parts water, 1 part sugar. And sure enough, if that little thing didn't fucking notice and smell the water, drink some water, and fucking slowly warm up, and right before it got dark out, he flew away. And here we are working on a fucking hummingbird garden. It was crazy.
I gotta
Crazy
show you
scene.
this picture. I shared it the other day on X, so it should be easy to find. Oh, here it is. This was when I was in. I went. My parents were RVing in Colorado, and we went to visit them. And every evening, I would go out and stand at the hummingbird feeder, and this is what I did.
Nice.
That's
No,
literally me, and
That's
they
fucking
would
awesome.
they would come and sit. You couldn't even feel them. Like, they're literally so light. You didn't even know that they were sitting there. But I would hold my fingers like this around the hummingbird feeder, and they would fight over who got to sit on my fingers to drink.
To perch and drink. Yeah, I mean, the feeling of having one of those little things in my hand until it started moving around, that was a little freaky. But up until then, it was just so surreal. Like, they're so fucking
It's
tiny
amazing
and delicate.
experience. Like, I will never forget that. That's one of my favorite pictures of all time, was that little dude.
I've never
having
seen
a little
them, so close. It was fucking pretty cool.
They weren't. This was in Colorado. They weren't even. They weren't bothered by humans at all. Well,
when I lived in Colorado, I was caretaking another house in Colorado, and he had a good hummingbird family that would come back every year and visit. And they were pretty much the same way. They'd let you get right up on them, not touch them like I was able to just like stroke the head of this hummingbird with my hand. But
hopefully that's what we have a similar situation, just like we were talking about with the normal birds that we have around at this point. A lot of the finches and things like that. I feel like they've started to just kind of recognize that it's a safe space that we've started to create for them. Aside from the blue jay, who will just loom over that fucking bird feeder. I've seen him on the camera. He looks like he's just stalking that thing whenever he comes by, just like, get the fuck away from my feeder, looking to rip somebody's head off. And that's the whole thing. Those fucking sons of bitches. I love those blue jays. They're beautiful birds, but
They're
learning that
assholes.
they'll
They can
really
be assholes. Like they can be
Yeah.
total dicks.
This one is an asshole for sure.
Is it one of the ones that dive bombs you?
No, you don't. We have to kind of be a little bit further away for the blue jay to come around. I don't think I've personally been there where the blue jay will be around the feeders if I'm nearby them. I saw him today when we were across the other side of the property, but normally if we're right there, he won't fucking. I assume it's a male. I don't fucking know. I can't tell them apart, honestly.
Did you see that message, Brad?
I did, and we should have hyped
Next
that
week?
thing up.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
next
what we'll
week.
do. We'll announce it tonight.
Okay.
For
There you go.
all the 2 or 3 people that may still be here. I don't even know how much weed it's gonna be. Fuck, I should have clarified that with you, Cash. Do you have an idea?
Not really sure, but he did say that he would throw some stuff in. So
Okay, so we're working with the good friend over there at Grower Coalition. I'll be doing a giveaway next week. We'll announce the winner. We'll probably do some bullshit on the higher values page. Make a little fucking stupid ass video package to make everything fucking make sense. Have people tune in next Wednesday. The people who tune in are going to be the people who are likely going to be selected to be winners, because I actually want you to kind of watch this show, or force yourself through at least 3 minutes of this fucking show to decide if you enjoy it or if you never want to come back again, and then you can fucking be a winner. So it's likely going to be, I'm assuming, from the amount that we're getting in, and if Grower's going to be getting in, maybe we'll get close to a quarter.
we'll see what happens.
That'd
It'll
be
be
nice.
a goodie bag, that's for sure.
It should
Maybe we could
definitely
get
be more than
Herder
an 8.
Edibles to pitch in too and make it a real
No,
goodie
no.
bag.
We already got another plan for them.
We're gonna
Oh,
do that
okay.
next
We're
one.
doing the next giveaway.
Yeah, I was thinking we should rotate them out or something. I don't fucking know. But definitely, yeah, we'll have a Herder Edibles giveaway coming up. Probably the week after next. We'll do something or fucking. I want to get back on that giveaway train that we were at way before Tony, you even got here. We basically did like a
I got
giveaway
here
like
right
every
when
other
you
week.
gave away the big Mamma Jamma pack.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
that was a sweet one.
like I got rugged by Nick Cannon. So like that.
Again,
You know?
we're gonna. There we go again.
Giveaways, kind of took a break. We were feeling the pressure, and we're gonna try to get back to that. I was talking with Cashman on earlier today. It's something that we should be doing, nevertheless, and we'll get started on that next week. Obviously, we're a weed show, so we're gonna give away weed next week, and then we'll do edibles the following week, and then we'll fucking figure something else out in the future. I don't know. Maybe we'll get back on seeds somehow, some way.
We
That
need
was
to get Green Man
would be
back
good.
on and give away the special Green Man coffee mug. I still have
Right.
that to give away.
As long as everything's kosher with him, I think it is.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
It is.
Yes,
I talked to him. He said that he just had a hectic week, which is why he couldn't come on. So it's.
I've just been an asshole to everybody on X, and I maybe should apologize, but I'm not going to, because I said I'm going to come back and fuck you. That was the rules. The rules were simple. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. But like, I haven't been engaging. Like, I haven't been in the DMs. I haven't been doing shit. And like, Green Man messaged me, and like,
either.
and like I sent him some stuff, about what happened with the Brock Pearson when I was calling him out, blah 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 blah, whatever. And like, I didn't even really respond to what he said, and like, I feel bad, but like, I don't like going on my phone.
I don't know what he said. I missed it because I'm not on X hardly at all.
It wasn't a bad conversation. It was just about the Brock Pearson thing. He asked me to send over the screenshot of the DM that I got from him about the subscription, fucking this, how you can get followers, blah blah blah.
But
I didn't
you
know what he was gonna do
you
with
had
it.
the receipts. Like,
Right. Like, I didn't know what he was gonna do with it. I didn't know if he was mad at me. I didn't know. It felt like an awkward conversation, but I wouldn't mind talking with him. I don't want to say in person because he has a mask on, but I wouldn't mind talking with him, face to face, if you will, because I feel like that's always a better conversation than fucking
oh
DMs or
gosh, and he's hilarious.
yeah.
Like, he's
He is.
always so much fun to have on the
He's a
show
character.
because he is freaking hilarious.
I just love the
He'll
ability to
just
have
say
real life
whatever too.
banter. Yeah, just
I got to piss.
fucking crazy.
Okay,
Close.
you guys have a good night.
Yeah, let's get out of
All
here.
right, we can get
Thanks
out of
for
here.
joining us.
Next week, weed
Love y'all.
things.
Thanks for coming by.
Giveaway next week. Don't forget.
If Amish token comes out, probably don't buy it.
Nope. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, we came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. Yeah, this is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. To the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Brando and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon straight to Uranus.